Hello, my readers, or should I say my explorers for treasure. We've been talking about how being a reader means being on the lookout or the search for the treasures inside of our books. We've talked about how we look at the cover of a book, and we also look inside for those treasures, paying attention not only to the whole page, but the tiny details in the page. Today I want to teach you another way to find those treasures inside your books is to use what Mrs. King calls a linger finger. So instead of zooming through our books from cover to cover, we're going to pause and stay for a while. We're going to linger. When we use our finger to help us scan across the parts of the page, saying something each time our finger touches a new part, we get to learn more about the book. See, here's the thing. When I get a brand new book, I know what's inside is filled with cool, fun, interesting, and beautiful things. I know I need to make sure I don't just rush through getting to the end very soon after I start it. Instead, I want to slow down. One way to slow down is with my finger. I like to point all around the pages. When I point, it helps my eyes focus and it helps me see something that I might have otherwise missed. Staying for a while on each page is called lingering. So I'm going to try to linger. I'm not going to rush. I'm going to use my linger finger. Hey, that rhymes, linger finger. Can you say that with me? Linger finger. That's right. As I linger or stay, excuse me, in one spot, I'm going to say something I see, and then I'll move my finger to another spot and say something else I see. I will only turn the page once I'm sure I really noticed everything I can. So watch me how I do that in my second chapter of Colorful Leaves. Okay, so I'm going to go back into chapter 2 of Colorful Leaves. I'm going to make sure that I don't rush through, and instead I use my linger finger to point and say as many things as I notice. Leaves have an important job. They make food for the tree. Trees need food to grow. Oh, look at this, friends. I'm seeing like little veins coming through and dots. Here, let me move my finger over. I see something else. Here I see, let me zoom in for you guys a little bit. Here I see some bugs. And it looks like the bugs are eating the leaf. I wonder what these little dots are. Leaves can also be food for the bugs. Okay, let me zoom back out. Okay, I think I said all I can about this page, so I can move to the next page. Leaves use energy from the sun to turn water and air into food. Tiny holes in leaves let the air flow, let in the air they need to make food. So let's see. Let me take my linger finger and zoom in and point and say all I can. Oh, well, right here I notice a really tall trunk. Coming out from my trunk, I see many branches of my trees. And what else can I see? On those branches, I see lots of leaves. I bet those leaves are what they said, that the leaves take in the energy from the sun. Look, there's so many of them. So they must get lots of energy. Let's see. Oh, I have one more thing here I can talk about. When leaves use sunlight to turn water and air into food, it's called photosynthesis. Okay, I think I've said everything I can about this page, so I can turn to the next one. Friends, can you see how I'm moving my finger across the page, saying everything I can? Here, let's try this next page together. Leaves get the water they need from soil. Rain falls on the ground. The tree's roots soak up the water. Thin tubes inside the tree carry water to the leaves. These tubes also carry the food leaves to make all parts of the tree. Okay, I'm going to bring my finger here. Let's zoom in. Say something you see. Tell me what you're learning. Okay, let's move our finger. I'm going to move it over here. Tell me what you see here. What are you learning? I'm noticing. It's almost like there's a little branch inside of the leaves, and I see this close up in these little veins, right? Okay. Is there anything else I can look at on this page? I talked about this picture. I talked about this picture. Should I turn the page? No, you're right. There's something else. Let me bring my finger over here. Look at this. These look like the roots of the tree. What do you think they do? Okay, friends, today and every day, as you go on the search for treasures inside your books, remember to use a linger finger, pointing around the page and saying everything you can see before you go on to the next page. I can't wait to hear about all the things you learn about and all the treasures you find in your books. Off you go.